is actually just the introduction of it. So we'll get going here and we'll start this here. Now, this is a pretty short one, so we might be able to finish this in one round. Choose the story to begin. Okay. Oh, there's two different stories, so this might actually be 2 rounds. So we'll try 1 round, and it looks like there's 2 separate stories here. So we might be able to complete this in 2 runs, 1 run. I think we should just choose one for now, and then we'll choose another time. So let's do Shizume Miyazaki. I'm not sure exactly who that is, but maybe we'll find out here. Shizume Miyazaki origin story. All right. Her clothes is on fire.
It's the throbbing in my back that wakes me up.
Oh, there's actually voice acting in this one.
Beneath my shoulder blade.
Most of their games haven't had voice acting, so that's kind of a...
It nags at me, settling itself firmly between me and much-wanted sleep. Ugh. I get up and gently stretch out the old wound.
The old wound? Stretch out the old wound? So you got like a scar or something?
Glancing into the mirror, the image doesn't line up. The visible scar is long gone, but I still feel it from time to time, the phantom blade lodged in my muscle.
Well, from what I can see, I don't know where this visible scar... Well, no, I guess she says it's long gone, the visible scar is. Okay, so I guess we can't see it. Only she's describing that was one.
I trace my fingers over the place where the wound used to be, now just a memory. Sometimes it feels so fresh. Well, just part of the job. That same job is waiting for me now, just downstairs.
Just downstairs, she says.
I sigh. The pain isn't bad, just persistent and annoying.
She's,
Looks like sleep isn't on the negotiation table anymore.
I wonder what her job or whatever it is. Must be pretty violent, whatever it is.
I trade in the opportunity to sleep for the opportunity to bathe. Not a bad idea, as it turns out. Ah! Hot water!
Hot water. Hot water.
It's not always a guarantee, so when it comes spilling out of the shower head, I almost squeal with excitement.
That was kind of a lame squeal of excitement. Is that what that's supposed to be?
And because it's hot.
Okay.
But I'd rather be scalded than have to deal with jumping in and out of the spray of water just to get clean and try not to freeze. The hot water of the shower loosens up the stiffness in my shoulder and rinses the last traces of exhaustion out of my limbs. I hum a little as I bathe, feeling refreshed and swaying idly to my own tune. I wish every day started out this good.
Well, she must be having a good day today.
Though, if every day started out this good, I'd probably be out of a job. Can't have that.
What is your job? That's what I would like to know.
The suds stream off
Must
me,
be
and I take
violent.
every
Are you like
liberty
an
in letting
assassin
the
or
water
something?
wash them off. By the time I'm done, the room is hazy with steam. Pristine, clean, I finally turn off the water, letting it drip from the ends of my hair and puddle at my feet. Ah, that's better. My shoulder rolls freely again, most of the discomfort gone. And now I really have no excuse to avoid work. And if the last time I checked my unit balance was any indication, well, I could probably lose an arm and still have no choice.
Who's the dog?
Admitting to desperation doesn't come naturally, but I feel it easily enough. It's probably what kept me up last night, circular thoughts about failure and hunger. I steel my expression a little, checking it once more in the mirror, and then go downstairs. Hoshi? Aside from the static hum of electricity, the reception area is quiet.
Oh, someone's supposed to be there?
She must be out for the morning. Oh well. Have I really gotten so lazy I can't just make my own damn coffee?
That's right. Just make your damn coffee, girl.
The answer is yes.
She's gotten lazy.
I head down into my office instead. At least here I can quiet some of those nagging fears, at least if there's work available. I approach the map, gazing at the layout of the city as a quiet hope stirs in my chest at the prospect of a job. It's not for lack of options either. There's always work for fixers, and there always will be.
Fixers? What's a fixer?
Hell, ask most people and they'll say we do anything.
A jack of all trades?
Like moral prostitutes, we shell out any service for the right price. For some fixers, that's the blunt truth. I've heard that the job had noble beginnings, but that ours is the road to hell variation of good intentions. We were meant to fix society, to redeem it from the lawless chaos it had fallen into. But eventually, people learned that fixing something just depends on your perspective of the problem. It can be a bloody and brutal business.
A bloody and brutal business.
And that's alright for the most part. I can handle bloody and brutal, but I don't believe in making the city worse. It's all we have left.
Really? The city's all you have left?
I guess I've developed something of a reputation, digging my heels in against the employ of crime lords. Not many of those jobs get sent my way anymore. But occasionally, honest work comes along. The map begins to update the latest job postings, and I bite my lip in anticipation. Let's see what we've got.
Yes,
Here's
what do you
something.
have? Missing young girl. Name Obinata Natsume. Area slums. I think they could have did the print a little bit better. Some of it's blending in. Compensation. 5,000 units for location. 10,000 units for safe return. Additional info. Compensation sponsored by the Obinata family of the core city. Natsume is suspected kidnapped, taken while exploring. I wonder what the dome is supposed to be for. It's like part of the city right here is covered in a dome.
Kidnapped in the slums? If that's the worst of it, it might as well be a fairy tale ending as far as that place is concerned. Hopefully nothing horrible has happened to her yet. I skim over the information a second time, trying to puzzle out the why and how questions that never come with the listing. I wonder what some rich core family's daughter was doing wandering around there. Probably just answered my own question, really, but what does some young kid from the core know about the slums? My relief at finding a job comes with a little guilt, and it's not the first time. I shouldn't feel happy at the prospect of a young girl being kidnapped. But finally, here's something worth doing, and I can feel however I want about getting her back. With renewed conviction, I accept the job and download the mission data. Ugh, that smell.
Download the mission data.
Across the bridge,
Smell
the
the
slums are
slums?
dimly lit, entirely dark
They
in
must
places
stink.
which lack power completely. Yuck. The place reeks of trash. Even from across the bridge, I can get whiffs of it. It's a time-sensitive mission, naturally. I came here as quickly as I could manage, the bordering bridge between the slums and the core. Anything could be waiting on the other side.
The core must be like the main part of the city. Or where all the rich people live or something.
The weight of the stun pistol resting on my hip gives me little reassurance. Trying to chalk my reluctance up to the stench and not the shadowy, looming danger prevalent in the area, I set out. Dangers never turned me away before, not from a good cause. And if I'm in danger out here, then a young girl doesn't stand a chance. I set off across the bridge with renewed purpose, heading straight for one of the more notorious gangs that deals in kidnappings. They have all shades of every kind of evildoing, but the smarter ones play to their talents. A good reputation brings in good money. I know the paths there like the back of my hand, the same hand that's had to knock a few teeth from their lawless mouths. Or, to put it diplomatically, we've met.
They've met.
It's just up ahead. No way I'm jumping into that wasp nest unprepared. For some reason, our history doesn't involve a lot of peaceful, reasonable negotiation. I hang back, choosing a stealthier way to do things. Consulting the data given to me by her parents, a couple of media files pop open on the holographic display. The picture and audio are crisp. Perfect.
Perfect.
I've had harder jobs than this, that's for sure, at least from the technical side of things. I set my holowatch to scan. As it surveys the noise of the surrounding area, any sound waves detected are displayed on the screen.
The holowatch. Must be like a little portable computer with a little holographic display.
The device picks apart sounds I could never dream of hearing with my own ears, sifting through data rapidly. A 360-degree image of the immediate area is captured by the cameras installed along the watch's edges. But I'm counting on the audio recognition for a starting point. Predictably, it takes a long time to even come across traces of a similar voice, and there's no match on her name. There's no guarantee she's in a position to talk. I swear, if this takes me on one more false lead, I'm gonna chuck it over the edge.
Chuck it. Get rid of it.
Huh. 63% match. Not bad for this distance. All the most frequent highest hits do come from the gang's primary hideout. And there's another one. She must be there. They're too far away to see clearly, though something's definitely going on. What is all this?
I see a bunch of motorcycles.
I've never seen their main hideout this active before. There may be too many of them to do anything here, and I'm not picking up any signs of Natsumi now. Damn it. Where are you? Looks like the usual run-of-the-mill activity for this bunch. And whatever the hell that is.
It looks like a fight. Maybe them playing around. Or beating up some guy.
Wait.
A bag. Hello, bag lady. I wonder if that's like their leader who's holding her hand.
Is that? The holowatch lets out a steady beep, but nothing conclusive. Could that really be her? She's one of the only girls in the area. That's an easy false positive with that bag over her head.
Yes. Why does she have a bag over her head?
I'll have to take a closer look. Scanning for identical features. Still inconclusive. Not that it has much to go on. Height and weight are pretty accurate, though. But I'm not jumping into this mess on bad intel. Come on, take the damn bag off.
Yes, take the paper bag off, please.
Bingo.
There we go. I'm not sure why she even has a bag on the head other than to scare her?
That has to be her. Even from this distance, I recognize her. Her hair has been cut, but otherwise. Wait. What the hell? She doesn't exactly look afraid. If anything, she's happy.
Are you sure it's the girl you're looking for? Or maybe she ran away. Maybe she wasn't kidnapped.
That's not the face of a distressed, confused kid.
No, it looks like, if that is her, it looks like she probably ran away from home and decided to join up with these gangs, this gang here. And pretty much the leader's girl.
My hands curl into fists involuntarily as the reality dawns on me, watching her stroll around the gang's motorbikes. I recognize this. It's one of their first initiations, right? Jumping over the void. But I've never actually seen anyone stupid enough to do it. That must be her boyfriend, if he's allowed to make the jump for her.
Maybe she's not the leader, but he does seem like a little different than the others.
Over the roar of the bikes, even
But you
the
never know.
holowatch
They all
can't
look
make out
like they're
distinct words.
freaking.
All I get is the squealing pitch of spinning tires and revving engines as the bikes roar to life, setting off some kind of signal. My stomach twists as the bikes pick up speed and launch themselves at the glass barrier. Thousands of feet in the air. And nothing below to catch them but a cloud of nuclear waste and the top of some decrepit Tokyo ruins. It almost hurts to watch. My hands tense. They actually didn't lose too much momentum. But they're still suspended over nothingness. Natsumi throws her hands up proudly as they go sailing over the empty air, clouds below. This is exactly where she wants to be. As an initiated gang member, I could try to take her out. There'd be a reward for that, too. As they land safely on the other side and speed off, I know better than to hope for it. Hunting them down isn't worth the risk, and I'm not suicidal enough to get on a core family's bad side. Ugh. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. There goes everything. That asshole just rode off with my 10,000 units. Well, no. He rode off with half. I guess I can still give her parents the location and cash in the 5,000. It's better than the big whopping nothing I'd get from coming here otherwise. What a waste. Maybe that's what I get for wanting to help people. And people are just bastards.
There's people behind you?
The footsteps come to a stop behind me. Damn it, I've been spotted.
Oh, we get a choice here. Should we confront them or attack them? Let's attack them. Yeah, let's attack them. Let's see what happens when we attack them.
On reflex, I grab the pistol from my belt and spin on my heel.
I wonder if she's gonna get her ass kicked.
Too late.
Oh, seems like something.
The breath is knocked out of me entirely, and I stumble backward, my head smacking into something both hard and fragile. In a horrifying moment,
Glass.
I hear the glass shatter, knowing that my head is only inches from the nothingness below the bridge.
The art in this is a very big mixed bag. It's all over the place.
My gun! Where? I grope around for it, but the thug's foot finds it first.
There must have been multiple artists that worked on that. Either that or the artist is very inconsistent.
And nudges it right through the hole shattered in the
I
glass
liked what it
pane.
showed kind of near the earlier in the beginning.
No! I can't do anything but watch as it plummets into the clouds and disappears. Get your hands off me! I roughly try to pull my arm away, but it's no use.
Squirm all you like.
Oh no.
Gets me going.
It gets him going. Oh, he likes his ladies to squirm.
You know, you look a little overdressed for this part of town.
Uh-oh.
Ah! Stop! The cloth rips open easily, his friends whistling and shouting and asking for a turn.
I thought she was supposed to be, like, a little better than this.
You know, I think this still isn't gonna do it.
Uh-oh. It's not enough.
Damn, boys, look at these.
Damn, boys. Look at these. Look at these tits.
Laughter erupts among the group like a bunch of cackling hyenas. No. His touch is rough as I struggle against him, desperate but far weaker. I have to get out of this. I manage to get my legs between us, trying to kick him off. Get away from me!
Don't even fucking try it.
A strike to the face sends me reeling, his friend's ugly mugs spinning above me as they creep in closer.
Yeah, she is outnumbered.
Where does that dumb bitch think she'd even go?
Jump off?
Stop it!
Oh, they're ripping all her clothes off.
I'm too dizzy.
Don't worry, honey. We'll find a nice place for you.
A nice place, alright. They're probably going to, if you don't get away, they're probably going to all have their way with you. Yeah.
I can't. I glance around desperately, twisting my head.
I'm assuming she's going to get out of this.
Anything to avoid looking at him. I nearly gasp.
Somehow, some miracle might happen.
My stun rod.
Oh. She might grab it. She might actually get it.
Almost got it. His friends loom in closer, and my hand wraps around it before they can warn him. I said,
Got some big fingernails.
"Get off me!"
Oh shit, right in the head.
His whole body goes rigid in the same moment I push him off.
Right in that back of the neck there.
Even without the amps traveling through their system, his lackeys look on, stunned.
I thought they ripped more than just the where her breasts are.
At least for a moment.
Get back here, bitch.
Oh.
Come on, she's getting away.
I hear the bike roar to life at my back, like a monster waking up. How do I outrun those?
Oh, we get more choices. Go deeper into the slums, try to lose them in the crowd. Let's go in deeper into the slums. Let's try go deeper in the slums. Let's see what happens there. Maybe my first decision wasn't that great, but you never know. Maybe the outcome could have been the same either way, or pretty much the same. I mean, if they hit her, well, they probably would have hit her if she confronted them. Who knows? Let's go
Pushing
deeper
myself
into the
forward
slums.
before they can pursue, I run deeper into the slums. Slipping through a few narrow passageways buys me some time, but the sound of the bikes is always close by. Where the hell am I even going?
Get away from them first, then maybe you can slowly try to figure your way out.
This isn't my part of town, so I might as well be running blind.
Well, why are you going into an area you don't know? I thought she was used to this stuff. I thought she would know some of these, slums and other places a little bit more. She doesn't seem very much of a professional to me.
Territory in the slums is guarded savagely, and even if
Maybe
I can
that's
get out of
why.
their territory, I might fall into someone else's.
Maybe that's why. If they're territory and the gangs each have one, and they're unwelcome, they will beat the crap out of you, or in her case, probably rape her.
But I'd rather take my chances. Heart racing, the adrenaline drives me forward and brings me to a sudden full stop.
No.
The wind whistles up through the destroyed platform looming in front of me. Below, darkness stretches into nothingness. A dead end. But maybe not for me. The bikes begin to close in. I know what I have to do, and I have to do it before it's too late.
What's she gonna do? Jump? Walk across the edge there? Back against the wall, face the wall. Oh. I think... wouldn't facing the wall be a little bit better? Get a little... I mean, how is backing against the wall gonna help any? Let's just... Oh. I think facing the wall might be better. Because if she does fall, her hands will actually be, forward.
Facing the wall, I begin to slide out over the ledge.
I guess
my
I didn't think
feet
she had
meeting in
her
the middle
breast
of
there.
each step.
She has to grind her breast against the wall.
Maybe I should have faced the other way. At least then I
Maybe.
could see. No, I don't need to look down.
Well, why would you need to look down?
Just look at where you're going. It's not easy, slowly creeping my way across the ledge by feeling alone. But it keeps me focused, and soon,
Get to the other side?
I step onto the other side, heaving a sigh of relief.
Well, you're not totally out there
Finally, safety.
yet. Maybe not.
Well, safe is probably overstating it. This is still the slums, and there are still assholes looking for me. A dim light burning in the slum dweller house catches my attention, the only one in an empty street bathed in darkness. What choice do I have? I need to find someone who can help, or at least a weapon. But most of all, I just need to get off the streets before those goons find a way around. The sound of an engine makes my heart leap into my throat. I make a run for the door, and practically slam into it in my desperate haste to get inside and out of view. To my relief, it flies open.
But what's on the other side?
Well, that's one way to make an entrance. This isn't where someone lives. That light. A
Light?
flame elemental? I backpedal toward the door, the heat of it radiating waves through the room. I've never seen one in person before. At any time, that unpredictable anomaly could combust and ignite everything. Me, this building. Hell, they've taken down whole streets. Elementals might be the one fear every person in Echo Tokyo, from slum dweller to core families, has in common. But I don't feel fear. Somehow, my
Does she get some
attention
sort of
is
like
transfixed.
power or something out of this?
It's almost beautiful. The suspended flames crackle and dance in front of my eyes, seeming to grow larger. My previous worries are forgotten, even when I hear scuffling in the doorway behind me.
Oh, did they already
Finish
catch
the
up to
job.
you? Shit. How did they catch up to you so quickly?
I snap back to attention.
Oh,
but
shit.
it's too late to
Oh
react.
my. Finish the job. So that's what they meant by finish the job. Strip her naked. That's...
Numerous hands grab at me from behind, my already tattered clothing easily ripping open.
These guys really want to, have her their way with her.
Some of the men must notice the elemental, hanging back, but others are fixed on me like rabid dogs.
I wonder if the elemental thing is going to save her.
Did you really think we'd
I'm
let
assuming
you
it
get away
must
that easily?
maybe have some sentient to it.
I try to struggle as the flames creep closer, seeming to fill up my whole vision.
Reach for the flames, fight back. Let's reach for the flames. Let's see what the hell happens if we reach for the flames. I mean, we're either going to try to fight back. I mean, we tried to fight back earlier, and I don't think it's going to help. You're outnumbered, for one. Let's reach for the flames and see what the hell happens. I mean, your position seems to not to be that great to begin with.
Despite the way they tear at my clothes, my attention is still locked on the fire. They seem so insignificant compared to it. A tendril of flame burns close to my hand, and I lift mine to meet it, grasping at the fire as if possessed. But it doesn't burn. Instead of searing my skin, it burns through my veins like an electric jolt, choosing the path of least resistance. I ignite inside, a power rushing through me with the same intensity as the flames that abruptly crawl up my skin.
She gets some sort of like abilities? Flame?
Even my mind sears with the presence of this being. It's very much alive. I can feel its hatred burning, its dark malevolence a smoke that fills and blackens my own thoughts. I've never felt anything so good. My clothes burn away, the last stunned man pulling his hands away from me as my mere flesh singes his skin.
Her flesh singes his skin.
I turn toward them, and for all the violent light engulfing my body, a darkness has been cast over my mind. You.
Oh, you?
They try to run, but the doorway is quickly engulfed.
Her hair's all red now instead of that purplish color.
The fire bends to my will, dancing up my arms and hands.
It seems like she got some abilities to control flame.
I can't help but laugh at the pleas and posturing. Some are dignified, some angry. Most just beg not to burn. They won't get their wish.
I don't fault you against that. They were probably going to rape you. You have every right to freaking kick their ass or kill them or whatever.
The flame has seeped
They would do
into
this.
every
They'd
part of
probably
me,
throw you out to die
purifying
after they
everything
get
that had been
done
before.
with you.
I'm stripped clean, left raw and savage, and I know in my heart that this is my right to kill them. I am now more than they could ever be.
Yeah, you're something else,
The
alright.
flames dance under my command, igniting the men before they can comprehend. Their skin blisters and boils as they howl in pain. But their agony, much as I enjoy it, doesn't last very long. Such a pity. Pity. Something in me stirs as I stare at the few masses still writhing through the flames. Pity. Is this truly me?
Ow.
Some inward, familiar part of me, the part that knows true pity and empathy, shudders involuntarily. But it's silenced as the flames gradually die down and reveal what's left. The half-shapes of charred bodies still remain, more brittle ash than skin or bone.
They basically just turned to dust. They already look like they're falling apart.
Somehow, I feel content at the sight. The fire fades in me, the air around me still heavy with smoke and heat, but the flame dies. The power that was here had gone. The bright hues that the world had taken on turn dull again, and I'm left as my usual self so suddenly it makes me dizzy. Before I know it, the room spins around me, and then nothing.
Nothing. Oh? What the hell? You're back to where you, started?
Huh? I lurch upward in bed, heart pounding as the dream suddenly rushes back in.
That was a dream?
What the? I glance down at my hands, stretching my fingers and feeling each motion in my efforts to focus on the present.
Was that not real?
It's concerning how little difference it feels between my dream and waking self.
I guess that wasn't real?
What kind of a nightmare was that? I stare up at the ceiling for a few moments.
Or maybe it was real and
thoughts
she
still
just doesn't
spinning.
remember coming back here and going to sleep.
It seemed so vivid. For a few seconds, I feign I can still feel the heat bristling up my arms. Weird. It was a bizarre dream, but I've had stranger.
But maybe it wasn't a dream.
Still, it stays
Wouldn't that
with
be
me,
something if it
even
wasn't
as
really
I
a
drag
dream?
myself up and into the shower. I scrub my skin vigorously, as if I can wash off the dream and the ashes from beneath my fingernails.
See, her hair looks more black in this picture. I guess there's some hue of like a little purplish color, but it looks more like a black. The other ones look more purple.
It stays with me, though, unwilling to fade. Why was it so compelling? Ugh. It's just a dumb dream. I shouldn't be letting it get to me like this.
Or maybe it wasn't a dream.
Or maybe I liked it more than I want to admit. The thought strikes me as odd, and I pause in my routine. Only when I glance down do I notice. Fire! I bat my hand desperately, and in the next second, the flames disappear. Was that real? It can't be.
Maybe it wasn't a dream. But then the question is, how did you get back?
But if it wasn't, then I'm going crazy.
Maybe
I
not.
stare at my palms as if I expect my hand to do something else surprising, but nothing happens. I stumble out of the shower, dazed until I glance up into the mirror. It wasn't a dream.
Hey, it wasn't a dream, guys. It wasn't a dream.
My fingers brush against the red strand suddenly in my hair, torn between horror and awe.
I don't know, did she have that before? I did just notice it, when a little earlier, but I don't know if when we first seen her in the mirror, if it was there.
This. It must have come from what happened. I survived. But how did I end up here at home?
Yes, how did you wander back here?
And if I wasn't dreaming, then I really... That's when I sense it, that familiar presence. Something dark and warm stirs in the back of my mind, a small spark that casts a deep shadow. A shudder runs through me as I stare at my reflection. It was real. And I don't think I came back alone.
That flame thing, elemental, which now seems to be part of you. The true end. Oh, there's multiple endings for this? I guess that's, yeah, I heard this was pretty short, and I guess it is pretty short. We'll do the other path next. And I'll actually look to see if there's multiple endings to this little intro thing as well, because it just said true ending. So I guess we got the one that is the one they want us to have. True ending. That's the one they want us to have. Well, guys. Yeah. Whoa. That was it all of a sudden got louder. It went from quiet to loud. Alright guys, thank you for I'm gonna turn that down. My headset there. Well guys, thank you for watching this. There will be another recording of this, of course, for the other path that they had chosen. I will look to see if there's multiple endings as well, because if there's multiple endings, I might actually end up at some point trying to acquire the other endings and seeing what happens, or how to acquire them if it is. Well, thank you guys for watching this, and have a great day.